Hello and welcome to our Divine Light Healing Circle for September the 27th in 2022. Today we are calling in the blessings of the One Source. The Divine Light, we are asking that only that comes forth which is conducive to everyone's well-being on this planet and also in the circle. We are calling in source light from the divine and asking that our circle and the ones thereof who are practicing the divine light healing are completely and utterly protected as we're bringing in the source light, the white shimmering diamond light, and the golden light from the universal oneness through the various solar system and central suns. And it spreads out like a tree of roots to all the suns and central suns. And one mind stream we are bringing into also our solar system through the central sun and through our sun and through our higher self. And from our higher selves, it flows like a wonderful shower of light through every fiber of our being, every layer of our energy bodies, all the layers of all the 12 energy bodies, including the physical. Every single energy body and light body gets healed with this white shimmering and golden light, sparkling in all hues of the rainbow, bringing in exactly the vibration we need to have an energy system absolutely strong and receptive to lots of light strings and strands which will flow through us in a moment. The white, silver, sparkling, translucent, shimmering light, as well as the gold, flow into the top of our heads, into every single cell of our brain, eyes, nose, ears, mouth, and throat and neck, shoulders, arms, hands, and out of our fingertips, along the spine and muscle structure in the back, into the heart and chest opening both wide, into the solar plexus to make it more radiant, into the whole digestive system, into the hips, legs, knees, calves, feet, and through the feet into the ground like roots. All old non-supportive beliefs and energies can be transmuted and transformed, while the white, silver, and gold glistening light flows through our body and deep down into Mother Earth, to the core. And from there it spreads again like a spiral. Or as you wish to see it, like a stone at a pond, and it gives ripples. We are putting this light into the core, and it will give ripples from the inside out and emanate and permeate from Mother Earth, from the inside out. Golden light transmutes and transforms and burns off low frequency levels, as well as the white, silver, sparkling diamond light, which all the shimmering colors of the rainbow flow into it to smooth over energy holes, but also energize Mother Earth, purify her, and bring lost things back together to create wholeness and oneness in Mother Earth. And then we're bringing that light strand, which we anchored in the core center crystals of the heart of Mother Earth, back through our feet, through our heart, and out of the heart. Let us fill our auric energy system around us to strengthen consciously our energy field and expanding that energy field into our workroom and house or apartment. And you might see a kind of double diamond shape being created while you're doing this. You have the needlepoint light coming from the universal oneness and then spreading along the outer rims of your 12-layered aura. And then it flows in a wider stream and goes further down then again into the pinpoint of Mother Earth's core. So you almost are in the center of two triangles of light. And then in the center, there's the fountain of your heart, filling your aura, pulsating golden light and white shimmer, sparkling diamond light into your environment. As now our aura is strengthened, we're calling in all light beings and guiding ones of the highest high and highest order, accessible to us and willing to work with us. Easily and naturally, they take our hands, and we can feel the hands or whatever it is energetically to our right and to our left. Pay attention and pay note. What kind of beings are helping you sustain the circle here on your right and on your left? I'm seeing a lot of bird people and dolphins and whales on another side. But I'm also seeing a lot of fairy beings, elementals, and then behind us a ring of high elevated light beings backing up this process and lifting us gently out of our body while we are bringing in more light into the circle. So it's almost like each of us becomes a little star while we are lifted up out of our bodies easily and naturally. But our heart is still flaming into the center of our circle. So it's almost like we are creating a furnace of light from our heart to the center, focusing transformational light into the center of the circle. But as we are uplifted higher and higher through the beings who help us performing healings, we are first now going up until we see the earth from above. We are in the ethers, in the stratosphere, looking down onto Mother Earth, sending her all the blessings as our heart goes out to her and our heart light embraces her and all beings which are on this planet Earth, whether they are plant, animal, humanoid, or alien. Every single level of existence will be embraced by the one light and the one love of universal oneness coming from above, being backed up by the higher beings. And as we are sending love still to Mother Earth from above, and as we are tethered with our light strand also through our body with the core center of Mother Earth, there's a constant flow and pulsating going on. But right now, our heart widens with its energy flow. Our heart gets wider and wider, and the energy flows stronger and stronger. And maybe you hear a tone, which is your key tone of healing for your own self today. Silently hum this tone for yourself, whatever you're perceiving or hearing. This is part of your healing frequency. And with that tone comes a color. I would like you now to bring that color frequency from the universal oneness into your energy body floating above Earth, into a strand of light, healing everything in the energy body which needs healing in you. And then shower the earth from your heart with that healing frequency you needed onto all beings who, just like you, need that frequency. You become a fountain of that particular frequency right now. And if you need 2 or 3, you're becoming the fountain for those, showering down like a colored waterfall upon the earth. And as Earth rotates and we rotate in our circle, gently floating, every being has a chance to absorb from this fountain flowing down onto Earth from the myriad frequencies of being needed. And while you heard a tone, I also want to make you aware of a symbol or sigil, a symbol in your palms. I would like you now to look at your palm and see whether you can sense that symbol and how it looks like. And after the right one, look at the left symbol in your hand. And feel the symbols in your hand working while they're charged right now. And while your hand chakras are being charged for further healing, look to the center, a little bit above Earth, actually high above Earth. Lift your chin up a little bit and look a little bit higher up. There you might see a floating pyramid. Energetically, a place of purification. And in that we bring today our group for healing. And I call now upon our list of people. First, again, the ones who suffered from cancer and its aftermath. We bringing them and guiding them from their physical bodies energetically, spiritually, into the floating pyramid of light. We do not necessarily enter the pyramid ourselves, but the door opens and the souls of the ones in need of healing flowing in. And in that pyramid, there are all frequencies accumulated for acute and intense healing. So the souls cannot be in there too long. And the first group is already released and extracted and being guided gently by some angelic beings into the body. Next are beings from our list who have long-standing severe disease like MS or Huntington disease and Crohn's and lupus and long COVID and such. Those are next in the severity level and are floating gently up for this unexpected healing in the healing floating pyramid. And in that floating pyramid, as you might see with your senses, there are many geometrical forms under the point of the pyramid, rotating, forming, bringing together, extracting itself, while the people sitting or standing, and a little wonder and a little confusion in that floating pyramid. What is happening here is that their configuration of light body is changed by configuring the atmosphere in the pyramid. And once they're released, they will be brought down to their physical form with this reconfigured light body to then have an override on the physical form. But for now, we just observe these beings being treated and their light bodies being treated through the mathematical equation of this universe and matrix to be better aligned with living in harmony in their bodies. And now those are already guided down to their respective physical forms to anchor their harmony and peace into the physical form. Instead of dis-ease, ease and grace will take hold. Next are all people with brain damage, brain injuries, brain disfigurations, chemical brain imbalances, Alzheimer's, dementia, anything with distorted brain or brain functions are now guided into the floating pyramid, receiving treatment similar to the others. It almost looks like a Rubik's Cube of many different various forms and shapes is shifted and changed around, twisted and turned while these people are there. And electromagnetic charges are going into the brain functions of these ethereal brains of the people mentioned. And while on-seeing hands shift and change this Rubik's Cube-like multidimensional form, discharging various frequency lengths of magnetic fields and streams, I see a tremendous amount of relaxation happening, and almost like a sigh of relief by the recipients of this group. All of a sudden, things are clearer, less confused, less wrong. The feeling of something is wrong, but you cannot put your finger on, is lessened, and more clarity and focus is given. Oxygenation is better in the brain now too. So with that, this group is gently released back into their bodies. And all the children who we have been working on in newborns and also newborns with heart injuries and surgeries are called forth to be further worked on their stamina, on their resilience, to be able to survive and thrive in this earthly environment. And while these little ones and the parents are uplifted to receive their blessings and healing, a lot of love ascends from the highest high into the chamber of the pyramid. Even though we are not entering the pyramid, we are still feeling everything what's going on there, as if we have X-ray vision and our empathic senses are just right there. Only that we are holding space around the pyramid like a ring of guardians. And with this brief interlude, these little ones and their parents are sent down again. Now comes a group of physical damaged people through many injuries, accidents, and long-term injuries from long ago, chronic diseasements. And here, like a lotus flower from above and below, within the pyramid, the light bodies of these people are strengthened. As if it would be pollen of a flower, light sparks engaging and finding their place to strengthen the person's spirit body wherever it needs strengthening. And then see almost like an awe coming over such as relief sets in and new a belief of possible betterment settles into their spirit body. It is done very fast, so as now they are already guided back to their physical forms. And now it is our turn. Our circle of beings and ourselves are drawn into the pyramid, into the chamber itself. We can look around and might see the one or the other symbol familiar. We might comment to ourselves on the surface of these pyramids and how it looks like, how slick it is, how it feels. Absorb the energy in and with your senses. And you might feel lighter and more uplifted, more hopeful and more peaceful. And you might also see more light in your third eye. The energy here is quite intense, and the ether body is not meant to dwell in this for long. Therefore, we thank all the invisible helpers and slowly already retreating or expelled from the pyramid while the pyramid uplifts itself further and higher up. And as we're sinking slowly down, we're sinking with our spirit body down towards Egypt, further down, deeper down, as if magically drawn by the Sphinx, a gatekeeper to a hall of wisdom. And we are drawn onto the left paw a little bit further out and drawn into the sands and drawn into the earth and drawn into a chamber. And even though in the chamber is no light or no lantern, our inner light of our bodies shines enough so that we can decipher lots of languages on various walls. We might see the hieroglyphs of Egypt and other languages of old, but also light language. And every wall has a different language, but they're all telling the same story of the wisdom of the one connection to the one source, which will never fail. hidden away for the time to be discovered when it's right. But for us, we are invited today to base in that energy frequency of the many languages of the wisdom of one. One light, one union, one group of healing intentions like we have today. And as we are looking around, maybe in wonder, the symbols start to glow. And as the symbols start to glow, we absorb the writing as it activates coding in our DNA. And as we absorb these writings of the different languages of old and everlasting, and activating energies in our bodies and light bodies, strings and strands appear which connect us in many different ways to many important occasions and places in time and space. It's almost as if each and every one of us has its little hub of strings and strands coming and going into our body and into our circle. And as we have the highest intent of healing and vibrating with the focus of oneness and healing and peace, coming back and going back to the highest high, one source, one soul, undivided, with the intention to go back, this urge of wanting to experience oneness is emanated from our group through the many strings and strands, through the many ley lines which lead through this chamber of wisdom. We are activated, but we also activate both in the comings and goings of energy flow. We breathe in wisdom. We breathe out wisdom. We breathe in healing. We breathe out healing. We breathe out knowledge as we inhale it as well. In and out it goes as an exchange, always in the service of one and oneness and the light. This is a preparation to make place and create a path for more peace on this planet. You can always come back and observe more. You're allowed to come back by yourselves if you so desire. This place knows you now and welcomes you. But for now, tend to your physical forms and regroup with your physical body. Click into your physical form and feel your feet and ground yourself. Be sure to ground your beingness firmly back into physical form. The energy flow will maintain, and you will have interesting dreams this upcoming night, as you will have for about a week. Lots of them will be about cleansing and clearing. Please drink more water this week, at least 2 liters, if not a little bit more, to keep the energy flow in a good way in your body, to eliminate toxins which had been hidden, which are now loosened by the energy flow of the light and the codes. I would like you now to thank all of the group beings who have been helping here today, the ones who stand behind you and in front of you, and specifically the ones who are to your right and the ones who are to your left. And we are closing with putting our hands to our heart and feel our heart energy, knowing that with all our hearts, we have the best intention in mind. Thank you for participating in our healing circle today. Till we see again.